for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Palmer's Cardinals. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And Tate just finished his 7th NFL season. First 4 in Seattle, last 3 Detroit. And each of those 3 years, 90 or more receptions. Finished this season with 91 catches, over 1,000 yards.
And I saw him expand his game in 2016. I saw him operate out wide in the slot. Also came into the backfield and got carries and then ran routes from there. His yards after catch really jumped back up in 2016, and Golden Tate has shown that he's more than capable of being a #1 receiver in the NFL.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage or really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They snap it to Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Well, this past season was tough for Abdullah. Foot injury costing him the last 14 games of the year, and that was a big blow. They could never really get that running game going, could they?
It changed everything for them because Theo Riddick, who is his backup, is really a 3rd down back. The guy that they want to use out of the backfield to catch passes in open space. He had to become more of a runner, and I think that limited his effectiveness at doing what he does best. Amir Abdullah was drafted to be their lead runner. They keep him healthy, that'll help the Lions offense in 2017. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he works this to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. cannot come through there on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And able to find John Brown. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 68 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. That tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And ready to go for another offensive series. Out comes Detroit, and a Detroit team that, boy, lost in the playoffs this year. They don't have a playoff win since 1992. But it was a tough end of the season. There were injuries involved. And I know you think that this is a crew that really could make some noise again next year, don't you?
I do, because I think they gained so much confidence this season, battling back from a tough beginning, working their way into where they looked like they had a chance to win the division. And while they didn't do that, they did get into the playoffs. Despite a myriad of injuries, they think this team has a bright future, and they feel confident about 2017.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Emoji face throwing the kiss.
Fourth down upcoming.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. One receiver left, two to the right.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
The play clock's running down. Throwing is Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
But a field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Red zone opportunity.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Let's go, let's go.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal now from the 8. To Johnson again. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage loss. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly. Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now a first down following that long gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Stafford now on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. On first down, Abdullah. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run here. Abdullah. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran down a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Let's feel the rhythm starting to happen.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's got time. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going to go up top again. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go, let's go. Wide 18. Wide 18.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On the return, it's Tate. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I want to sneak in a note here on the officials while time permits from the Super Bowl game. I know that you had high praise of them. Really, you know they did a good job when no one is talking about them on Monday.
You're exactly right. And in fact, they're being praised almost universally for getting a couple of calls that were really difficult to make in real time correct. Now I'm talking about the Julian Edelman catch. Emphatic that it was a catch. Replay confirmed it. And then, of course, the James White touchdown in overtime, because that was called a touchdown on the field. And, of course, they confirmed that one as well upstairs in the replay. But normally, these officials come together. They're an all-star crew. They don't work together as much during the season. But this one felt very cohesive. I thought they did a fantastic job.
And Tate's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Daron Buchanan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Palmer gives to Johnson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Palmer. And able to find John Brown. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's such a good route runner. Shows us there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw plays develop slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
He's going to sling this deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. But I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Stafford. He goes underneath to Abdullah. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Stafford on 1st down. This is Riddick on the screen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is the quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the gun on third down, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Alone to the right is Jones. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So the false start will back them up 5. And this seemingly endless drive continues. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He completes it to Tate. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Caught right side, Tate. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It was a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. But the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback down quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't...
Still had over a minute to go. Who knows? It was a PlayStation Network error, so we're going to keep that, but that really doesn't mean anything now. This is your host, Jack, coming to you
See ya.